So we got the new, well, I have one of the new seats sitting up there. There are others in the box right out there. So I got the new seats for the Gator. They're not on yet. Actually have to put the black plastic part on, which I have. It came in this box right here. Here is the new black part. So everything should be in from Deere, and now I can get busy working on the Gator. I think the first thing I'm going to do is probably work on the injectors, because that's probably the most pressing item of everything. So that'll be next. Take the air cleaner off and replace the crush washer, stuff like that. So let me get set up to do that, and that'll be the next part of the video. Okay, I got the air cleaner out of the way here. And so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clean everything around the injection system really good, so we get all the crap out of the way. I've just got some, gotta do one thing first. Almost forgot. Gotta cover up my air cleaner here. What I use to cover up my air cleaners is basically I just use electrical tape, because it seems to work pretty well. So something like that. Now, we can clean and spray away. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is, hopefully you can see it. Now obviously we have this breather tube right here that we cannot move, at least not where it's at, not without a whole bunch of headaches. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this one at a time. I'm going to start on this injector over here. I'm going to take this line off and take this line off over here at the pump. Once I take the line off the pump, I'm going to take this nut off right here. I'm going to take, once I get that nut off right there, I'm going to intake the return. So this is the first fuel return right here. So any diesel that it comes through the injector for lubrication, etc., is going to be returned via this line. It's going to go from this injector to this injector to this injector, and then back to the tank, basically. So I need to get it a little bit cleaner than what I've got it looking at it right now. So I'm going to work on that, and we're going to get it a little bit cleaner. And then we'll kind of go from, injector to injector and fix it. I don't think I got taking it apart, but I can go on my diatribe again, because people are stupid. Folks, when it comes to working on these injection systems, when they're leaking, don't just take a wrench to them and tighten them. That is about the stupidest thing you can do. So I'm really hoping that this injector is not ruined, because when I went to take the injector or the line off, I ended up having to basically use just about every ounce power that I had on 2 wrenches. One on the injector and one on the line, to get the line off. And all it was is somebody had decided that, oh, you know, well, it's leaking, so we're just going to wrench down the line some more. Don't do that. That's just beyond stupid. If it's leaking, you know, take your time and figure out what's wrong with it. It's most likely this very brittle O-ring that I'm trying to get off at this very moment. You know, these systems are not hard to work with. Yeah, they're a little intimidating. And this is the first time I've done this, and probably 3 years. I just don't have a need to do it a lot. I'll clean up around the O-ring. Here's my new O-ring. O-ring goes over. I'm just gonna work it down. Here's my tool I just had. So, oops. Okay, so there's part of it. I'm going to take this off because it's pretty ruined by the brake clean. So there's the first one. Now we're going to go ahead and put a new washer on. The parts that I'm using to do this cost me a grand total of $7. That's everything. Alright. Now, in the process, I also was not originally intending to, but ripped the fuel line, the return line off. So I will have to work on that for a few minutes to get that all clean and all that goo cleaned off of there. So I'm going to turn the camera off for a few minutes and work on this piece right here, get this line off, and get a new piece of line cut to go to each one of the injectors. Well, that's sad. Hopefully I got a spare one of these. We'll see in a minute. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and go try to find one. Fortunately, I had a spare return. Actually, I'm very happy about that. It came from a 430 that I parted out many years ago. And I just keep the parts around. I do want to check, make sure this was tight again. Last one. This one's going to be a big pain. Big pain, I'm sure. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get the heat gun and soften this up and pull it off. That way it's easier to work on. That's soft. I'll just rotate that off to the side. Okay, so now I got to go to the store and buy some new fuel line, because definitely I don't have the right fuel line. Thought I did, so have to go do that. So we'll be back in a little bit.